So I'm working on the International some today. I know, no big surprise to everybody. But also, I guess today while we're at it, we're going to modify a golf cart, give it a little makeover here. So yeah, let me show you what we're doing today. So one thing we're going to do today is I do not golf. I mean, I do golf occasionally. I've got a set of clubs, but I don't golf very often, maybe once a year at best. I don't need these. And for what we're going to use this golf cart for out on the farm, yeah, we need a back seat or a bed on it or something that we can use to work with. And we're going to need a little bit meatier tire too. So we'll get that situation taken care of today as well. But this is a 2021 EasyGo. It's the TXT. It's got the, how many horses is that one, Dad?
It's 11 and a half.
11 and a half horse?
EX1.
Yeah, the EX1 motor. It's fuel injected, all that good stuff. It's got a little check engine light, which is funny. We've got it kind of, I guess, tuned up a little bit where the governor is really no longer in existence of a whole lot, or at least the spring on the throttle. It runs about 20 miles an hour right now the way it sits. We're going to set this one up, take it out to the farm. And just so everybody knows, my favorite number is 5, and this is, the number's on the back side. Yeah, it's 55. Check that out. So, let me show you what we got over in the other room. So this right here is a pallet that came yesterday, and you might see there it says rear seat cushion set. Oh, and there's 2 of them because we're going to do 2 golf carts, but we're only going to film one of them. And this is a MadJaxx kit, which I don't know if you can see. I don't see a brand name anywhere, but it is a MadJaxx kit. That's what we ordered, which is a GTW seat cushion. So there we go. There's what we got. There's the picture right there. MadJaxx Genesis 300. It's the aluminum frame. And so we're going to put one of those on there. And then update the wheel and tire just a little bit. So Dad has started popping the hubcaps off. And he gave it a little wash job. First thing he's going to start doing is he's going to start taking the top off, which has just got, 4 bolts holding the whole top of it on. Oh,
He got one off.
Okay, he got one already. Made me worried. I thought we was missing one. There's one there. And there's 2 back there, like I showed you already. So he'll take his top off because that's the first step. Because basically, we're going to remove all of this rigging off the back here. So yeah, I'm going to go start grinding while Dad does that. So we haven't got into the other kit yet. So we might have something in the other kit that we didn't have in this one, but I'm going to tell you what we've run into so far on this one. So in this kit so far, and I went looking at the instructions, we have 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I don't know which one's a 9 because they're both with the zipper up. But I went through looking at the instructions, and let's see here, where we at here? Yeah, right here. Here talks about what's in each bag. We're missing pack 3, but pack 3 is actually pack 4. So, and then 5 is 4, and best I can tell, 6 there is 5, and 7 is 6, and 8 we don't even have listed right now. The problem with this is if you're putting this on a cart that's a 2014 or newer, it says to put these on right here. It says to use the bag for the 2014 or newer. We don't have that bag. Fortunately, we've got a garage here. It's got some extra bolts. The problem is this is only, or well, I say only, it's 1/4 inch plate steel, which is good. The original bolts had a longer shank out of the piece that came out of here, and this goes right down to the threads, so you can't use it. So we had to grab these bolts off the shelf and bolt this down here. Now you do use your original hardware, which we added a flat washer to because we was afraid the lock washer, there's a little bit slotted hole there, it's a little bit bigger than we'd like it. So we put a flat washer on the seat. And then you reuse your uppers, which we've got loose right now, and the reason we've got that loose right now is because we're actually going to put the top on first. Main reason for that is because these swing a good bit to figure out where it needs to be, and we will know exactly where it needs to be if the top is bolted to the top. So we're going to cinch these up a little bit so it's not so loose, and then we're going to put the top on. Alright, confession time. I thought that the next logical thing would be to put that bracket on there and go ahead and mount it up. But that's not how you do that. The next logical thing, I guess, according to the instructions, is to put the armrest on this piece and prepare it to be put on the cart. Yeah, surprise to me too. So once you set that up, you actually bolt that to that first. Then once that's bolted up, you use a 3/8 drill bit to drill through your bumper completely. So let's get that done. Okay, before we move on to the next step, what they want you to do first is to put those bolts in, which are right here in the front of the tray. And of course the seat frame would fold over and lay basically on top of those. And they want you to do those first. Well, this right here, we went ahead and set this on here and set this up in here to kind of help support it, even though they don't expect you to do that first. But I highly recommend it. Even if you don't put any bolts in, it just helps hold it. And those nuts that you got to put on, I know it's a little dark in here, that's one right there that goes up through the seat frame, and then over there's the other side. So you got to get in here to get to those first. And they don't suggest putting this on in the instructions till after, but I would put this on just to hold that up so it's not laying on your back. And then you put these bolts here in second. And then you center this up on your frame, this brace, which I went off of here, and then Dad scoped along the outside to make sure it lined up right. And then you use a 3/8 drill and drill in your countersunk areas here, and use these countersunk bolts with these nuts on the back side. And those nuts and the nuts up here, for putting those in, those are 17 millimeter. So they're pretty good sized nuts. So now that that's done, we'll move on to the next step. Ahead of the instructions, because it says to put the footboard on next, but it would be in our way of standing where Dad's standing right now. And we went ahead and tightened and put the cushion on. There's all these Phillips countersunks, and Dad's putting the buttons in right now to cover them up to keep stuff from getting in them. So now we're going to move on to putting the footboard on, which is down there. We're also going to look, there was 2 holes in that bracket underneath there, and let me try and fish this thing in here while Dad's doing that. Oh, there's 2 holes down in there that we're going to try and run bolts through. We're going to see if we've got enough extra hardware in the kit to do it. Oh, got a spare. So, and then go from there. So, I apologize. We had company show up. A lot of stuff was going on. But the good news is, about the time the company showed up, I only really had like 4 bolts to install. So, I'll show you what I did. So, there's this bolt here, and the one over there just like it. And then if you look under here, there's that bolt there, and the one over there just like it. The other bolt is already in this plate. You'll notice there's a pin right there and over there, and then on top here there's a pin here and over there. If you pull all 4 of those pins, this plate pivots up. With that plate pivoting up, that was really the end of it. We ended up drilling some holes and using fasteners for the seat that was unused. See the big Phillips heads there? And we drilled those in to kind of give it another hold, even though it bolts directly through the bumper and the weight's sitting down on it. And that's really the deal. Now, I really kind of think maybe I should have put 20-inch tires on it. Those are 10-inch rims with 18-inch tires. I got a good deal on those, being 18s. So, they'll be fine. Maybe later on I'll put 20s on it. Maybe later on we'll do a lift or something. The thing handles weight in the back real good. I'm standing on the back of it now. I'm standing on the very corner of it right here. And let's just go ahead and say that I'm not a small feller. Fully dressed and everything, over 240 pounds, and the plastic plate on the bottom seems to handle that just fine. So let's talk about my thoughts on the matter. So this is a MadJaxx. You've seen that with the well, here, hold on, me flip this up. There you go. MadJaxx kit. It's a 300. It's aluminum. Dad done that to keep from having extra weight on the back of the cart from the steel kit. And so we actually have an EasyGo at work, and the EasyGo version is actually an EasyGo seat, like it's brand name EasyGo. And this right here, to me, I believe is entirely comparable to the EasyGo kit. I feel like it's decent made. The polymer stuff, everything's pretty strong. It's going to be really handy to have around on the farm. The seats on the back are fairly comfortable. My only complaint with the whole kit was the number bagging system, and maybe if I was better, what a 60 millimeter long bolt is, which I realize that's real, like a little over 2 inches. But it's the number bagging system was wrong compared to the instructions. That could have been a little clearer. Plus, we had a lot of extra hardware because they send hardware for a lot of other carts that we didn't need. So that wasn't so bad. Time we got it figured out. Took some time reading through, looking at bags, making sure we had the right stuff. So with all that, if you're looking at getting a rear seat for your EasyGo golf cart or any other golf cart, and the MadJaxx is an option for you, I think it's a pretty good setup. I think the seat cushions are, which really the seat cushions are GTW. They're not even a MadJaxx setup. I'm trying to get in here out of the sun because it's warm outside today. So yeah, it's a GTW seat. So it's not a MadJaxx. They send the GTW cushions with it. Dad got it from Buggies Unlimited, so that's where we got that kit from. And for that, I'm done golf carting for the day, except for maybe if Dad comes up here a little later, we're going to do his cart with the exact same rear seat. Aside from that, I've got a truck to work on, and I'm going to try and paint that firewall today, and that's a whole nother thing. So, guys, I shot this video with a little cheap $80 vlogging camera I got. I'm trying it out. So let me know what you think about the camera, if it's okay, and hopefully if I didn't get things focused, or maybe I'll get better at running this thing. Sorry about that. If the audio is not great, I'm going to try this out, but I had to try it on some videos, so we're going to do it with this one. Guys, thanks for watching. Comment below your thoughts on the matter, and we'll see you guys on the next one.